What's going on, guys? Let me go over to YouTube real quick. Make sure we're playing on this side. Everyone's having a pretty good day. Can't say mine's going the best lately, but we're still rocking solid. I like having ads on the videos. It's pretty cool, but it does make it to where I have to wait a minute until I can see whether or not my audio is coming through and my video is playing good. All right, cool. We look good. Playing audio good. Maybe. There we go. Awesome. Alrighty. Hat Creek Homestead. Howdy, y'all. Howdy, howdy. Gary Ball. Nice catch, Levi. Do you catch them release or do you eat them? Don't know which catch you're talking about, and it depends on which catch you're talking about. If it comes to most saltwater stuff, I mean, of course, using the legal measurements and whatnot, keep or release. And most freshwater I release. I mostly bass fish, and then the occasional, sunfish here and there. But I usually don't eat much of the freshwater. Freshwater. Um, some catfish though, do eat them. And then let's see, Paul Honeyman. I'll have to watch the rerun, Levi. I ain't too good right now, so I'll be in bed. Have fun. Have fun. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. I hope whatever you got going on, you're doing just fine. I would love to be in bed myself. I actually got off work early today, and I've just pretty much been laying around in bed the majority of today. As the title says, sick, and with the little thumbnail, the sleep, the stars. Um, you know, not feeling the absolute best today, but we're powering through. I made a commitment to myself that I'll stick through. I can't guarantee I'll be here for the whole hour, but I will guarantee I'll be here for a bit. I don't know if you catch fish. That's coming from the guy who has a boat and lets it sit and rot. So I don't know, man. I wouldn't talk if you got the availability to make it happen. Big Wave FLA. Hello, everyone in Levi. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Happy to see you in here. Appreciate you being here. I hope you get to feeling better soon. Thank you, Gene. Same here. um, it's I can't complain too much. I mean, I've had a pretty good run. I haven't been sick in a while. It's been months and months since I've been sick. So, I mean, one was bound to catch me eventually. I think the last time I was sick was after that cruise. So, 5 months ago, give or take, plus or minus some. I believe that was in November. So, yeah, like 5, 6 months ago. I don't usually get sick, but once a year, depending on, I guess, what I'm doing and who I'm around. But for my overall life average, it's usually maybe once or twice a year. But I usually get hit pretty hard, so it's just part of life. We're sticking it through. Hopefully, I don't look too terrible. I know I'm not, the face of health currently, but hopefully, it's not too bad. Come on, guys, hit that thumbs up. Thank you, Cindy Brown. I follow that message. I like it. Man, flu, Red Bull will give you wings. Get well soon. Yeah, maybe I'll drink one and fly away. Leave this here. Leave the sickness on the ground. Let's see. Hello, Levi and everyone. Bummer you're not feeling well. It's all good, Care Breast. I'll be just fine. Give me a day or two to bounce back. I did. I had my drink up here a minute ago, but I did have a couple of the little vitamin C packets that usually they help. If not mitigate, but at least help a lot of the sickness, especially if I'm preemptive with it, which I always try to be preemptive. I'm a very proactive person, so I have to be less reactive as possible. Probably got sick on the climbing wall. It's possible. Someone might have sneezed on one of those holds while I was, flying up it as fast as I can. And next thing you know, an eye rub, a nose scratch, whatever it is. You look great as always. Love you. Thanks, Auntie. I appreciate it. I love you too. I'm trying my best. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Right here. Always with me. Always got it. Oh, man. Yeah, life. Also, as the description says, I don't know how many people read that. I usually don't read them on YouTube videos, but yeah, finals weeks here, the last few weeks of classes. So I've just had some essays to write. I've had some presentations to present. I've had some presentations to peer review. Just been nonstop busy, busy, busy. And still trying to keep up with the YouTube stuff, keep up with my own personal, mental life of reading. So there's some stuff we're gonna talk about a bit here, but here's a little pile of books, some new stuff that I got, some stuff that I'm trying to stay on top of, reading, meditating, now journaling back, which I'm happy to be back into. Yeah, just busy, 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 nonstop, but we are powering through. So my number two things from the past week, I like to start it this way. It's how I did, or what I did, and how I felt. Those are the two things. So what I did school, a lot of it. I've been doing a lot of stuff for my online class that I got to take care of as well. And yeah, climb some rocks. That was fun. I do love some rock climbing. I actually went a couple days ago. Yesterday, maybe the day before. Um, Had a great climb, still getting better and better. And me and my buddy Caden, we were actually looking it up, and we felt like we were progressing pretty fast with the climbing. We felt like, from the amount of people we've talked to who said they'd been climbing for a year, they'd been climbing for a year and a half, or 6 months or whatever, comparing where they're at to where we're at, we seem to be very far ahead of the curve. Um, and so we did some research online the other night and looked up like what are some average times, for people's progression rates in climbing. And they said it was like 1 year progression to get to the V4 consistently, and about 2 years of consistent progression, climbing like once or twice a week um, to reach V5. And just in my gym alone, I've already scaled 4 V5s, and I'm only on my third month of climbing. So we fast tracked that like 8 times the speed of what they say is the average rate. So I like those numbers. 8 times faster. I like that progression. Um, but that's what the work does. Hey, look at that. Today's description. Boom. Appreciate that. Thank you, Cindy Brown. Man, see what a goat right there. She knows how to moderate. But yeah, so that's cool. It was nice to see that. Really cool that we are progressing that much faster. I knew it was faster than people I know in the gym because we even talked about one specific example of one of the guys that we met in there who was climbing a V4, and we were at this time. This was about a month, maybe a month and a half ago. We were struggling to we were doing a couple V3s, and we were trying to shoot up to a V4. This one in particular, an orange one in one of the little tunnel areas or cave areas, I suppose. Same difference. And he was telling us that he'd been climbing for about a year and a half, and he can now consistently do V4s, and he's working on some V5s. And that's a year and a half. And once again, to reiterate, not to brag, but to reiterate, 3 months, and I'm already climbing more or less consistently some V5s, at least within the style that I climb. There are some stuff like slopers and whatnot that are not quite my style, but they, I can do some of them. So super cool. That was really cool. Really, really nice to hear. Just some further motivation to keep going since we're already progressing that much faster. So super happy about that. And let's see what I did and how I felt. Felt pretty good. Pretty busy week. Just trying to stay positive. And I think that's definitely what's contributing a bit to this sickness here. It's hence part of the little thumbnail there, the sleep question mark with the stars. I took that photo too. I might have said that already, but that was a cool photo I got while I was in the BVI of the stars out there. It was incredible. But yeah, it's definitely wearing me down, but I only have a few weeks of pushing this much, and then quickly I can, get around this nonstop go, and I can find some more comfort in my pace again. So we're working in that direction, but it doesn't come easy. So, with most good things in life, you work hard at it. Cindy Brown, boom, way to go. Karen Bress, yes, 100% way to go. Flowers. I do not know about climbing, but when I visit my cousin in Moab, Utah, those crazy people climb cliffs and then base jump off them. Climbers Paradise. Yeah. I know a few buddies who I have friends of friends who do that. A couple of my friends have told me about buddies they have out in Utah that do some similar stuff. It's pretty insane. Um, Maybe one day I'll try something like that. As of right now, not really a ton of desire for that one. But I would love to do some really cool rock climbs. But base jumping, that's another skill in its own. To learn more about rock climbing, bouldering rating systems, see Cindy Brown. What an absolute beast. Appreciate you for linking that. Thank you. Oh, REA, nice. Yeah, they're good. Any news about the new apartment? Nothing new updated yet. Like I said, the next one's supposed to open up next month or the following, so May or June. They said somewhere within that time. So we'll probably find out something here in the next 2 to 3 weeks, but still deciding. Still got to figure out what the plan is, and also with sort of all three of us. Yeah, all three of us that are living here now have summer plans that may mean we're not going to be here for certain extended periods of time. It could be a minute until we decide that we want to move over there, or if we want to move into the new one at all. So we're still debating right now, because some people might have to come back, me included, might have to come back to move our stuff from this apartment to the next. So we'll see. As of right now, nothing's set in stone, but we will have more news on it in the next couple of weeks, and I will be sure to keep you posted if we do decide to move to the other place. And if so, you'll be getting to see a new setup, and I would like to do more with the background here. But the way my room is currently set up, I can't really do anything shelf wise or stuff behind me, because I would like to have a shelf of like I actually had a shelf in my old house. I might have showed you guys in one of the very early lives. I might have panned the camera in that direction. Getting a Wi-Fi signal, that's not good. If I start cutting out, let me know. But I had a big shelf full of like all my favorite belongings, just different stuff, memories, knickknacks and stuff from different trips I've taken over the years. And I like having my shelf of cool memories, and each thing up there has a memory associated with it, or a trip or adventure or a person or whatever the thing is. It's something significant. So I'd like to get another one of those up so I could have it up behind me. I have these cool letters that spell out my name, Levi, and like some tin metal and wood framing. Those are really cool. I'd like to get that back up over my head somewhere in the background for the live. So that will be taken into consideration in the next place that I'm at. But currently, this is kind of the only setup that worked out for the way this room was laid out. It's almost like a whatchamacallit. The brain's not moving as fast as it can. But the baseball field, you got like a little point here. That's not it. Yep, point here. And it comes out like that with these walls. So with that wall being kind of blocked off for literally nothing I can use over here or over in that corner, because as you can see, it's slanted. Try to get that direction right for you. Slanted that way. I really could only either fit my bed on that wall or the wall that I'm currently looking at, you guys. And if I put the bed here, the desk would be awkwardly in front of the door. Just didn't work. So next place, hopefully we'll have a much cooler little live setup, a little more to look at than just my little painting and my face. Although I'm supposed to be the center of attention here, there should be some other cool stuff to check out whenever you're not looking at me talking. So that's the goal, and hopefully get a banner up or something with the channel, Life with Levi, whatever. Ooh, yes, so glad I remembered this before I got too deep into it. And my brain, already doesn't half work for being under the weather. But I want to start posting another style of content, which I'm not going to actually post on here, but I would like to start a second channel and hopefully grow that one alongside with this one, being similar in a sense. So and most of you come from my dad's channel, so over at Come On Homestead, and there's Come On Keeping It Real. And with the Come On Keeping It Real, I like his little, simplistic style, putting out videos. I like something similar, but I would like it to be less of a, here's what I'm doing today, and more of a, here's what I learned today. And, using stuff like what I'm getting in these books and the lessons that I'm marking in my journals and the quotes that I'm keeping, stored in my phone, and more or less teaching. I do have a love for teaching, and I love to share information and I tell this to everyone. I mean, I've been kind of the therapist of the friend group per se for many years now, and the dad of the group, whatever, someone that people come to for a guidance, answering questions, giving them support, whatever that thing may be. And I've always loved to be that role. I like to be a person that people can turn to, people can learn from. And I'm a very research heavy individual. Everything I do, I mean, I've talked about it a million times here on this channel already, but I dive into most things 1,000,000%. And that's, partially why I'm doing the YouTube stuff, and I'm pushing to stay consistent. I'm pushing to make the videos better. I'm really trying to grow as much as I possibly can. The climbing, I'm progressing faster. Most things that I jump into, I try to do 110%, and that mentality pushes me to succeed. And with that, including learning, I love to learn. School and learning are two separate things. Like, school is a challenge in itself, but learning is something that I genuinely love to do. And between reading books, watching videos, mentors of my own. I mean, I've showed you guys my book where I write down the conversations I've had with John McConnell, one of my mentors, who's been a blessing and honestly changed many facets of the way I think, and probably things that I'll do for the rest of my life. I would love to share those messages, and I think it would be really cool to make a second channel that is about that. So pretty much, shorter videos. I mean, I'm sure some will be longer on larger topics, but I would like to have, some that are just simplistic, me simply talking like we are doing here. I mean, imagine we just took like an 8-minute snippet from my live where I'm, going on one of my little rants talking about, whatever the thing may be, a motivational thing, a life structural thing, whatever the thing is, the lesson that I've learned, the book that I'm reading, the things I'm taking from it, what you can use, how you can implement these things into your life to help, you. And I love like the simple little, intro statement of, my name is Levi. I am, searching for the answers to the universe, in a sense, something like that. I read, research, and dive into, scripture, methodology, psychology, philosophy, whatever, and learn the lessons by, digging deep and then sharing them to you so you don't have to. Something along those lines. So I would like to do that. If you guys have any cool names, for anyone in the comments who like to think of good names for it, I had a couple different ideas. Something maybe along the lines of like, the Daily Dose, although that is already a channel name, and multiple, like the Dose, the Daily Dose, all those already have multiple millions of subscribers, so those are kind of off. But something like that, or the simple something, this, that, a cool, catchy, simple name that that kind of encompasses what the channel's for. So that's kind of an idea I've had. I think it would serve one of the other purposes that I've wanted to get out of this YouTube thing, which is sharing the message, and that message not being, I'm so sick, look at all the stuff I do, like, here, look at all the trips I take. That's not at all the angle I try to come at it with. I love to just share my experiences, but I also want to share my knowledge, and I know a good bit because I've researched a good bit, and I'm continuously trying to learn more and more. And once again, always having shared with family, friends, relatives, friends, colleagues, whoever. I love sharing messages, however, in any sense, if they're struggling in any facet of life. I can usually think of something that I've learned from all the research I've done to try to figure out this crazy trap up here, with all the stuff that goes on in it. So I'd like to share that to more people, to the masses, in a sense. So yeah, it's cool. Let's see. Hi, Levi. How are you doing? Charlene Grady. Sorry, that was a 9-minute rant, but hello. Thanks for making it. Happy to see you in here as always. I read Physics of the Impossible by Michio Kaku last weekend. Was it a short book, or did you just read it really fast? Because a whole book in a weekend is great. That's awesome. I'll check it out. I'm actually going to go over these books here in just a moment. But here, let me take another photo of that to add it to my list. As I've said, I've told multiple people now that I'm, getting more into reading, and they're like, oh, take this book recommendation. But I love it. The more and more, I mean, I have years to read. So the more books I have in the arsenal, the better. Levi, that would be a nice second channel. Awesome, Karen. I thank you. I thank your input. I'm glad you like it. Words are hard. School is structured learning on someone else's plan. Precisely. Life's learning with Levi. That I actually don't mind that. I'm gonna take a picture of that one too. Um, I'm debating whether or not I want to put Levi in the name of that one as well. Just simply for the fact of SEO. I mean, I have my Life with Levi here, and I really like that because I really wanted to have my name in the title, and I went back and forth with many people, and went back and forth even with my dad, and he's the brand guy with Come On and whatnot, but I wanted Levi on the title. I like my name. It very much suits me, and I'd like to share that. I mean, I am me, and I'm proud of me, so I want to share me. So Life with Levi makes sense, but the other one I may not incorporate my name into, and just have something that's simpler for the sense of a brand in its own to build. And I've even thought about, I mean, even if that one ends up being the one that particularly starts to pick up pace even faster than this channel here, because that is a niche on YouTube, that short educational learning style, and it's growing pretty quickly. I mean, I follow multiple people who have that style already and share in that sense. So even if that's the channel that, life's lesson, I like that one. Even if that's the one that grows faster, then Life with Levi will end up being my vlog channel, what it is, me doing my stuff. And that will be the channel that, may supersede this one in the sense of my primary versus secondary. And that's another thing too. I don't see them being a main channel and a second channel. I see them being two separate channels and both being avenues to share certain aspects of my life. So, yeah. Let's see. Hi, Life with Levi. I'm at the doctor's MRI. Sorry, I missed in the live. Not a problem, Auntie Ann. I hope that whatever's going on is just fine and dandy. Sending out prayers in your direction. Not a problem. You missed it. I appreciate you stopping in regardless, and always love to see you in here. So, hope you're well. I read fast and addictively. I'm trying to practice more speed reading because I've, of course, watched videos and heard from different people how to read faster. I'm a pretty slow reader just because I like to take in like a lot of the information. And I know, I have multiple friends who are avid readers, and they're like, yeah, you read between the lines, you skip over words, you kind of pace across the page. But to me, I feel like every word was written for a reason, and so I like to soak up every single word of the page. And that may just be me. And I've done some speed reading. It's not that I'm incapable of. Even today, trying to finish up this book just because I haven't been able to read as much as I've been wanting to. And I guess I've also been bouncing around different books. So I haven't kind of finished this. And honestly, the library due date is up soon. So I need to finish it soon. But I just feel like I'm missing certain portions, and I don't have the time to stop and reflect. And I'm very reflective as I read. I stop and I note. I stop and I highlight. I read a page and I set the book down and I stare off into space and think about what that paragraph meant, what that quote means, how I can reword that in my own sense. But everyone has their own style. Maybe I'm just not meant for speed reading, or maybe I'll pick it up the more I read. So we'll see. Amen, Cindy Brown. Levi, never lose the opportunity to show. Listen to 60 years and older. They have much life experience that will be lost forever. 100%. I mean, that's another thing too. Like in that same sense, where I've watched some of these people here on YouTube do this same style that I'm looking to do. This educational, informational, shorter style, face-to-face, esque videos. A lot of them talk about wanting to just share knowledge for the sake of knowledge and stuff they've learned from their predecessors. And I feel like I have many predecessors. I mean, so many people I've learned from, and I've taken even a single line or a single tidbit of information from so many people. I don't want that to be lost. And I feel like even just seeing how much of a difference I can make from just like the simple things that I talk about to people in my life, I would love to share as much of that with as many people as I could, you know? So that's kind of the goal, is to kind of just share the messages, share the lessons with Levi at Greek Homestead. I like that one too. Actually, we'll get a picture of that one too. Or Levi's life lessons. Ooh, that has a nice little ring to it. Levi's life lessons. We'll bounce between a few, but yeah. So, anyways, as I was saying, I would just really like to spread the message to as broad of an audience as I possibly can, because I mean, the happier all of us are, the happier all of us are. In a simple statement, you know, the better I can make everyone's life around me, the better my life will be in turn, because we're all happier. We're all more at peace. We all have less anxiety. We all have less depression. We all, you know, suffer less suffrage, which are, you know, suffering than we need to. And I could go down a whole tangent with that, between making problems worse by expecting not to have problems in life, and which I took from John McConnell. They're like I said, I have a lot of these little tidbits that I use to help structure my thought process and make me, or allow me to have the mental fortitude that I you know, stand with now, and hopefully continue to build even more over the years, because I'm far, far, far from perfect. And we can go down a whole other road of perfect, because I disagree with the word perfect and what it stands for. But anyways, yeah, that's kind of the goal of the second channel, or yeah, the other channel. Let's see. We're going to go for it anyways. Gret de Rooter. Hopefully I didn't butcher it. Good evening, Levi. Good evening. Thank you for making it. I'm glad you could be here. Dot Roper. Hey, Levi. Hello, Dot. Thank you for making it. Cindy Brown. I'm dyslexic, and my third grade teacher taught me speed reading for dyslexic people. Wow. Totally changed my life as a kid. That's awesome. I'm really glad to hear that. I have two friends that struggle with, you know, dyslexia, and they can read, but not great, you know. So that is really cool. I'm glad you were able to have someone like that whenever you were younger. Mary Murphy, hi Levi. Hello, Mary Murphy. David Snow, what's up, Levi? What's up, David? Hope you are all, now that we have 19 people, more than the 6 or 7 we started with. Hope you're all doing great. Super happy to have you in here once again. Simple statement, but 19 people in a room talking to them. Quite a few people. So I'm really glad we've made it to 27 minutes. That's awesome. I'm going to continue to talk about some more stuff real quick. Mary Murphy. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Please hit the thumbs up. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. It helps get these awesome messages out to more people, you know. But as I said before, I don't know if I'll make it to the whole hour. I can already kind of feel the energy tapering. Just body's just not feeling it today, but we'll see. We'll see how much longer we can tough it out. I did want to talk about a quote that I found today, actually, while reading "Gift from the Sea" this morning. For those of you who haven't seen this book yet, I've talked about it in a couple lives now, because I've been reading it for like 3 weeks off and on. So, but it is Anne Moreau Lindbergh, "Gift from the Sea." Looks a little something like this, and the lovely lady looks something like this. So great book, and I want to share a little part from that. Take care, bedtime in Europe. Trophy yellow, smiling, trophy yellow, smiling, trophy yellow, smiling. Take care, Petrus. Thank you for being here. I always appreciate seeing you in here. And thanks for commenting on all the videos and everything. I always love seeing your input. So I really do appreciate it. Okay, I have to go pick up a kid from school. Take care, all. I will pause here. All right, Cindy Brown. I'll have some fun book stuff for you to come back to whenever you get back. So good luck. Drive safe. Let me pull up that little script here. Freaking struggling, guys. Man, I'm gonna sleep good tonight. That's for sure. At least I hope. Alrighty. So here's a little statement, a little bit of preface. The chapter is called Double Sunrise. Each one of these chapters is based off of a different shell that she found. So Gift from the Sea with a seashell. The chapters, I'll actually pull them up for you real quick. The different chapters in the book are the beach, the channeled whelk, moon shell, double sunrise, oyster bed, a few shells, and then the beach at my back. So each one of these different types of shells kind of explaining a different lesson behind each one. And the double sunrise was talking about a shell that's shaped like this, and then on both sides it had a perfectly matched shape, which looked like a matching sunrise. So double sunrise, and she uses this to talk about the, I guess, importance and common misconceptions with one, her direct comparison being relationships, and then she goes directly into like romantic relationships, saying that the double sunrise, being two halves, of the same whole, and it feels nice to be in one whole with a person. And then talks about how you grow different, and this sun starts to set some more, and this one may expand, or this person grows faster than this person, or this person drops off, then this person is stuck, and whatever. All of it being in different places. And then she talks about the importance of a moment, and how even that can even be compared to a moment, and it being whole. The double sunrise, half and half. So it's hard to make a crescent this shape, but on both sides. You get what I'm saying. So part of that whole, and then she talks about with that relationship going into the future, finding time for oneself, being whole in a moment rather than being distracted from a moment or taking away from it because of exterior, things going on in life, other distractions, other priorities, things like that. Had a little influx of comments here, so let me say to people. Beth Cornet, hey peeps, hello. Some more hellos there. Hello everyone, BNUS Odyssey. Hello BNUS Odyssey. Thank you for making it. Happy to see you, or us Odyssey. Capital U, lowercase s, so we'll say it either way. Brian Wilson, what's up, Levi? I just got here. I'm sick, dude. Powering through it. Trying to make it through the live. Don't feel great, but that's part of life. You're not always going to be 100%. So let's see. SLR, what's up? Thanks for making it, guys. I miss you. I don't know if you've heard word from my pops. No spoilers yet, but I may see you at some point in the not so far future. Just keep it in your mind. Hey, Will, what's up, buddy? Glad you can make it, man. I miss this guy. Paul's not here tonight, man. He's not feeling great. He's in bed. But I know he'd be happy to talk some crap with you if you were here. So, what's up, Will? I'm hoping to see you this weekend, buddy. Caden told me about your plans. I hope I can catch you and maybe join. That'd be sick. So we'll talk about that. I'll shoot you a text. What's up, SLR from Brian Wilkerson? We'll double back. Go ahead and pop it up there. Love these guys. I miss them. I'm excited to see them whenever I get the opportunity, which you guys will see. All right. Back to my little double sunrise analogy. As I was saying, the shell, two parts of a whole, that going to relationships and life, also talking about the wholeness of a moment. I've got the beans and I won't tell them. Can't wait. Yes, see, SLR knows. Woo-woo! It's going to be sick. It's going to be freaking sick. Super awesome. Is Ridge Life going live next? I believe so, unless something has changed. That's usually the timing. So, all right, my direct quote from the book here is, let's see, we'll do a little bit of preface. She gives a little quote. The double sunrise shell comes first. It is a valid image. Two flawless halves bound together with a single hinge, meeting each other at every point. The dawn of a new day spreading on each face. And it is a world to itself. That's the first little part of the quote there. And once again, pretty much saying that two halves making one whole of a moment, two people bringing one present moment to, fulfillment, being entirely present in a moment. And the quote that I actually have highlighted here is, because it is not lasting, let us not fall into the cynic's trap and call it an illusion. Duration is not a test of true or false. The day of the dragonfly or the night of the Saturnid moth is not invalid simply because that phase of its life cycle is brief. Validity need have no relation to time, to duration, to continuity. It is on another plane, judged by other standards. It relates the actual moment in time and place, And what is actual only for one time and only for one place. The sunrise shell has the eternal validity of all beautiful and fleeting things. And I just love that statement because that's something that I've struggled with a lot is feeling that I've fully experienced a moment in which I've been so happy to be in. One example being that BVI trip. Um, I've had very, very many moments where I look back and say, or think to myself, I wish that I appreciated that moment more. I wish I could have been more present. I wish I could have been there more. Was that not a waste of time in a sense from what I've learned, but a waste of my presence? Was I more worried or more stressed about things that were out of my control in that moment, or more worried or stressed about things that were, you know, incapable of me affecting in that moment, that took away from what was so amazing that I wish nothing but to be back in that moment for. Um, and that statement simply alone has made me find a bit more peace with that feeling. And the feeling, the worry, the impending, uh, problem of always feeling like life's moving too fast and that I haven't fully, you know, appreciated or lived in a moment that I wanted to be in, has been a long pressing issue of mine. And that statement saying that duration, let me go back and find that one little part right there. Um, where was it at? Duration is not a test of true or false. Um, so it takes nothing less from that time because I no longer have it. And then in the second part, the latter half of that, and what is actual only for one time and only for one place. So as real and as true and as present as I could have been in that moment was all that I could have done in that moment. And it will not ever feel the same. It will not ever look the same. It will not ever smell, taste, feel, whatever, whatever verb, subject, whatever you wanted to throw at it. It will never be that same, but it was in that moment. And it's something you have to learn to accept, that things will be different. And she continues to on to this next chapter, actually, which I continued to read, and it kind of backtracks to this exact statement, and talks about change and the process of going through change in life whenever she discusses that analogy between the two people growing apart and whatnot. But it was just very, very interesting to take that, and break it down into something that I could express for you guys. And then, she once again, the sunrise shell has the eternal validity of all beautiful and fleeting things. So it's that little shell of hers is a reminder that that moment, that singular moment of bliss, of happiness, of joy, of excitement, of enthusiasm, whatever that was in that moment, will always have that moment, even though you no longer have it. And that's a big problem, control. And I could go down a whole other rabbit hole with that, feeling that everyone needs to control every aspect of the life. And that's a huge problem with ego that people have, the saying, wanting to have control of every aspect, have this person feel this way, have this person think this way, have this plan turn out, have the weather go. People always want so much control, but so much peace is found when you realize that you have almost none. It's a great statement. So there's that little tidbit. Hop over to the comments here for a moment. Ridge Life will not be going live. He posted about 30 minutes ago. Well, there you go. No Ridge Life tonight. He got stuck at work. Oh, man, poor guy. There's no live from Ridge Life. Big troubles at work. I wish him the best. Wish him good luck. Hey, SLR. I have a question for you. When? Question mark. Hey, so true. SLR. Come on with the come on. See? Right there. They know what's up. What's up, Pops? My dad right here. Big man. Feel like crap today, dude. Could use some chicken noodle soup. Maybe some chili. Some chili would probably get me right. Give me some helpful calories for my stomach to digest and fulfill all that extra work my body's doing with the immune system. So we were talking earlier about some plans that people don't know about, but SLR knows the beans, and they're excited. So, super sick. What's up? Come on, David with a flower. When Todd finishes the job, nice. What's up, Levi? Just got home, but I'm here now. Drift Dreamers 5. What's up, man? I saw your you guys' little boat day. It looked like a ton of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I saw you had some sun in the live. That was funny. Um, but hey, man, happy to see you in here. Appreciate you joining. Hey, everyone on the phone, on the move. When's this guy not busy? He's always doing something. Keep at it. Whatever you're grinding on, pops. Um, appreciate you making it, man. What's up, Mike? Question mark. I like what's up, Mike, with an exclamation mark. What's up? That's it. I guess what's up is technically more of a question, but I like it more as a statement. All right, I do want to go over a few of the books that I got. Hey, 26 people. Look at that. See, we had 19 people in a room that I was talking to sitting in a computer chair. Now there's 26 of you guys. I don't even think I could fit 26 people in my room. You think, like, seriously, shoulder to shoulder? I don't think you'd fit. That's pretty sick. So, thanks for being here, guys. As I continuously say over and over, I'm unbelievably grateful that all of you want to sit here and hear my live and talk, be here with me. So I really, really, really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I love all the support, and you guys mean a lot to me. I'm super glad that I'm able to share this stuff with you, and that hopefully you guys take something out of the lives, even if it's just, pure entertainment. Hopefully I can teach a lesson or two along the way, hence part of that second channel talk. And I think, I wasn't sure, Dad, I think you missed out on that part. We did talk about the second channel. Got some pretty good ideas in the comments for names from Cindy Brown and a couple others. So we'll see how that goes with the naming the second channel. For those of you who are here, there's 28 people now. Geez, numbers shooting up. 28 people. I think there was, once again, only 18 or 19. So for those of you who don't know, I want to start a second channel, something more along the lines of an educational channel, shorter, direct videos talking about the lessons and things that I've learned through the philosophy I read, the psychology I read, and the scripture that I dive into. There's a lot of different avenues in which I try to digest information. I'm a very research-heavy individual. I hold on to all of that in my noggin and try to make it digestible for other people and make it simpler to understand and simpler to get down without all the million words that go in between the lessons that I try to break down. So I want to share that because I've shared it with certain people in my lives, friends, family, and associates of all kinds. So I would love to share the messages and lessons that I've learned along my life. Simply only being 20 years old, I've already feel like I've learned many, and I will just continue to learn more and more over the years. So if I can help share the messages, spread the knowledge, spread the wealth, that's something that I feel has a bit of purpose for me here on this planet to share some of that, because the happier we all are, the happier we all are. Simple statement, but I love it. So for the additional 9 people who are here that didn't hear that, I hope that's something that excites you and you can be there for the second channel launch whenever it happens. And it'll be soon. I have like 2 weeks left of classes, so let me just get through the finals and then we'll discuss second channel. For right now, I'm just trying to keep up with this. So you're a very loved Levi, great young man with a bright future. Well, thank you, SLR. You guys are also very loved. You're fantastic people, and you also have a very bright future. You had a bright life, but it's just going to keep getting brighter. Might need to put on some sunglasses. Wait till I get a sunglass sponsor, and I'll plug them right there. But thank you. I really do appreciate it. I hope you feel better soon. Thank you, Dot. Me too. Good Lord. I need it. Not much. Just living the dream, lol. I mean, feeding animals and herding kids around. Herding animals, feeding kids, feeding animals, herding kids. Same difference. Good deal. Levi, I have to go. Feel better. See you again soon. Thank you for making it, Charlene Grady. Always appreciate having you in here, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks again. Let's see. Done. That's the life. Yeah, for sure. From the Netherlands. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you. Me too. I really hope so too. That is living the dream. You're from Dreamers 5. Yeah, for sure. For me, I got a few more years until kids pop in the dream, but later down the line, still in the dream. So it's just, towards the before the waking up part, but it'll become more and more at the beginning of the dream. All right. I did want to touch on a couple more of the books. This one right here, The Gun Catch. It's been a lot of fun. I'm enjoying reading this book right now. It's like the little pirate ship book about pirate stuff. It's cool. It's exciting. This is a new book that I got, so I just got 3 new ones. We'll see if I can fan them out a little bit so you can see all of them. There's 3 new ones that I just got, all of which were recommended to me. Games People Play. I've actually heard of this book multiple times from multiple people, but I am excited to read this one. It's the psychology of human relationships, and I like psychology stuff, especially having done the sales and whatnot. It even further enjoyed or even further embraced my enjoyment for psychology, the art of the sale and selling in general, just that entire aspect. There's a lot of psychology that plays into sales, and I love that kind of stuff. It's super interesting, super exciting, and it's honestly fun. Like it's fun to play brain games. Me and some of the guys back whenever I did sales, we called them Jedi mind tricks. Simple words you say, simple things you use, inflections in your voice, hand gestures. You guys can see I'm a very hand gestury person. I do this a lot. Definitely has been something I've done for a long time, but was very much enhanced doing sales. So, boom, the hand gestures. But I'm really excited about this Games People Play. This is another one here. Passages, predictable crises, one S, crises of adult life. I'm excited about this one too. I haven't actually heard of this one before, but I going through the table of contents here. Mysteries of the life cycle, pulling up roots, the urge to merge, the trying 20s, passage to the 30s, but I'm unique. Just interesting things that, I think are cool. The deadline decade. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. So, excited about this. I mean, predictable crises in adult life. That's good. I'm just starting my adult life. So, it'd be nice to know a few of the things I may run into and prepare for them. As I said before, I like to be proactive, not reactive. Reactive's still good and you got to have it, but proactive first, reactive after. Hey, Corinne, look who made it. Hope you're feeling well. I'm not. I feel like crap, but we're working to feel better. So, thanks. Happy to see you in here. Thank you for making it. Kids are the waking up part. That's a good one, Ben. I like that one. I don't know why these kids think they have to eat 3 times a day. Geez. Yeah, right. I know you can get away with 1 or 2, but they're growing. They got to sprout up. You got to water the little ones a little more. Plants, incense. Don't know where I was going with that. Doesn't matter. Not like 33 people are watching. Are you live at 8, Drifting Dreamers 5? Question mark. Yes, sir. Sweet. I'm going to be at Drifting Dreamers 5 live. Sweet. I feel you, lol. I think I have a small cold, too. I don't know what I got. I also don't know how intense it is because I felt great before last night. Last night kind of set in a little bit. This morning, woke up feeling pretty bad. Not great. I was like, you know what? Tough it out. Still went to work. I went to work for a few hours, a little over half the day. Got back from lunch and just really not feeling great. So I came home, laid down, tried to get some rest. I did go outside and sit by the pool for a little bit and try to get some sun, some vitamin D. That always helps me feel a bit better. And then I took a little dip in the pool because the cold water is really cold. It got pretty chilly last night. I remember someone said something about weather, maybe in the last live or whatnot, but it got down to like 45 last night here, which is crazy because it got back up to like 82, like a 40-degree difference. But it was like 50 degrees when I woke up this morning. It was cold last night. So the pool was really cold. So it was almost like a little cold plunge, and it kind of revived me for 30 minutes. I felt better, and then all the energy continued to leave out my body. So not great, but we're toughing through. I'll see probably over the course of the next 3 or 4 days how bad whatever I got ends up being, but it's all good. Hey, Levi, what kind of fish was that? A grouper. See, Gary Ball, you said this at the beginning. Is it catch or release? I need to know which fish you're talking about. Which video did you watch? Which fish are you talking about? The one where we were filleting the big one on the table and I ate it at dinner with my friends, a couple buddies of mine, Ryan, Dylan, his dad, the Lebanese guy, bald, that guy. That was a grouper. That was a big gag. But I've caught multiple fish on this channel, so it depends on which one you're talking about. But that one was indeed a grouper and was absolutely delicious too, by the way. That was fantastic. I ran in the rain to save my plants from drowning. That's why I think I have a stuffy nose. Well, what a great plant mom. I'm proud of you for sticking it up for the plants. Oh, man. All right. Next week, if I remember, I'll take a picture of my plants, which we're going to touch on in a second. I'm a little upset, but it's okay. I'll take a picture of the plants. They're doing well. They're great. They're thriving, and I want to show you guys the vines, especially because the vines are killing it. The lotus, whatever they're called, I continuously forget. Confederate lotus vine. It's not lotus. One of you guys will remember maybe. But that plant is doing great. It's starting to like weave its way through the bars on the little thing. Super cool. Love that. Let's see. Hey Levi, made it this week. Yay! Go Sherry Fillmore. She made it this week. Yay! Oh, also, these right here, you may see them in the videos. It's me like resting my hands down, like here on my desk. It leaves like these lines, like in particular. So as like I rest my hand on the edge, it's like a very sharp edge. It's annoyed me over time, but it's not much I can really do about it. So just an FYI. Are you going to the Mid America meetup at Tingle, Oklahoma? Not 100% yet. Still trying. I can't say planning because planning and trying are different. But still trying. It may not work out with other plans that are coming a bit later, but I'm already giving away too much. You'll hear the story. If I don't make it there, it'll be worth it for a lot of people for the other part, but ideally I can make it. It really just depends on a multitude of factors. So still don't know. But right now we're probably tilting more towards the no, sadly. But we'll see if we can change that tilt more to yes. I hope I can make it too. Trust me. I really do. That popped up perfect timing. I really hope I could, but I have a lot of moving parts in my life right now, especially with this big plan I'm telling you guys about that I can't talk about just yet. Confederate Jasmine. See, Sherry Fillmore, you're a goat. Thank you. I hope you feel better soon. I saw that one too. Thank you. I appreciate it. Big Wave FLA Jasmine. I knew one of you guys remember at least. So, but like I said, I'm really going to try to make it happen. So we'll see. The one you were holding on the boat. Oh, probably on my thumbnail. Okay, yeah, or not thumbnail, profile picture. Yeah, that makes sense. From the time that you said the first comment, I don't think I changed the thumbnail on it yet because whenever I make the thing on StreamYard, which I use, this right here, I forget this pops up in all my videos. I just have ignored it at this point. But yeah, this thing, StreamYard. When I do it on their little website, it like pops up and just uses my profile picture until I insert the thumbnail. So that's that. But yeah, that was a gag grouper. That was with my buddy Dylan and Ryan and Joseph and them on the boat off the coast of St. Pete in the Gulf of Mexico. So yes, that's a gag grouper, and we did eat that one, and it was absolutely delicious. Finally, I can answer your question correctly. So glad we got that one covered. All right, back to books, I believe. Oh, plants. Touch on that first. Plants, super sick, awesome stuff. Confederate Jasmine's growing great. Our bonsai is going great. I don't even know if I've shown you guys the bonsai yet. I gotta take a picture of him too. He's doing lovely. We want another one. There's another bonsai me and Caden saw at a little plant place the other day. Super cool. So, see if we get another one of those. But the problem is with our tomato plant, Tom the tomato plant, who was growing in our office in a tropical smoothie cup, he was doing great, prospering. I showed you guys the photos. He shot up. He was huge. He went from like this tall to like this tall. Not that tall. Like that tall in like no time, 2 weeks. And then we brought him to the plant place. We got him a big pot. We got him some new soil. We got him a little, crate thing, wire for him to grow into. And they told us like, oh, well, it'll help you out. It'll help him out to trim off some of the small ones, bury them a bit deeper, take off these other branches. It'll help the flower, put all the energy into the fruit. Truth be told, I don't care for the tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes. I don't eat them. Like Caden, he eats tomatoes. So he's like, the other plant parent in a sense. He'll eat tomatoes. I'm not gonna eat them. I just wanted a plant that grew big because it looks cool, and I want to keep something alive. It's just like it's fun to water a plant and keep it alive. I just enjoy it. So, yeah. So he tore off all the little things. We buried it in like we're supposed to, but it's like stunted all growth. It all stopped. Like it hasn't grown another inch, not visibly at least. The flowers, they're blooming a bit more, like, turning into what looks like the base of what's about to be some fruits. Cool, fruits, whatever, turning into tomatoes. But I liked it when my plant was growing like 3-4 inches a week. That was sick. I was way happier with that than I was the tomato flower falling off and turning a little bit green and bigger. I don't care about that. I want a big plant. I don't want a tomato. I guess probably should have specified that to the guy, but so that kind of sucks. But it's healthy. It's still living well, so hopefully that goes well. And it does look like there's about to be a new sprout out the top. We also tore off like the tip. It's like, boop, that part's gone. But now it looks like it's starting to like one of that, one of these little guys. Or maybe I can give a little like that. That's what it looks like. So maybe that'll be soon. Talk positively to your plants. That's so funny you say that. Caden was telling me about an experiment he did whenever he was in elementary school, and they like did a test of like talking positively to plants and then being super mean to other ones, and said it worked. And he's like, I don't know if the teacher was just watering the ones and not watering the others, or whatever happened, but it worked. And also, there's a song called Plantasia. I don't imagine I could play it, probably for copyright reasons. I'll play like 1 second of it just so you guys can hear like at least the basis of what the tones sound like. But this, that very like majestic, woo, noisy. But that has shown to see, play music. Honestly, look right there. I just did it. That they've actually like done studies, and the frequencies used in that song have actually proven to increase plant growth. So we did play that song to him every day whenever we came into the office. Maybe he's just sad. Maybe I need to go out there and play that song for him. Maybe he's just he's just upset that I haven't gone out there and played the song for him, because he was getting the song twice a week. So who knows? You also got a lot more sunlight at the other place, which definitely helped. But whatever, we'll see. You should get a basil plant. I would love to. I want to get some spices. That's the plan. Probably not now because the apartment's not convenient. But in the next place that I'm at, I would like to get like a little raised bed, thin spice garden, and get like a row of spices. I really want to. Either that or hanging. I've thought, like, I've wanted one for years now. One of the big either hydroponic or just a big hanging. It's like a dirt log, and it has little like divots. I think I've even talked about this in my live. Divots around, and you plant all the spices around there, and you can like spin it and snip it all off. Really cool. Also, this bruise here is from climbing up my balcony because we locked ourselves out the house, and I'm on the second floor. But I made it, so that was cool. Little like battle scar. Let's see. It's a bummer the gag grouper season is only 43 days this year. Yeah, I'm hoping at least a few days out of the 43, I can still make it down to St. Pete and get some good fishing in down there with my buddies, those same guys. So we're sure hoping. What is the song? It is called Plantasia. I'll actually put it in the comments. Let me type it out real quick. Yeah, speaking of. All right, there it is. That's the song. Speaking of Will, I played that song every day. That's why I'm so tall. He's the one who showed me this song over the sales summer. Also going back to sales last summer. So I really appreciate him for that. He's shown this guy. He's a music aficionado. He's got a great taste for music, and he has a lot of it. So yeah, he's put me on a lot of good songs. So that one being included. Maybe I should start playing it during my sleep, man. Maybe I'll sprout up like you. This he's like 6'7", not actually. What, like 6'2", 6'3", pretty tall. I'm not, so maybe I need to get on that wave. Let's see. I should play that in the garden for mine. Oh yeah, get some speakers out, blast it. They'll love it. Play music to your plants, music for the plants. Plants like music. Yeah, boom. Yeah, 100%. Definitely helps. It's all about frequency. Birds tell the plants to grow with their song. Many old books discuss this. Yeah, I know. I'm actually. I'll pop it up there because for those of you who haven't read it in the comments, read it there. It is really cool. I've actually done some research on frequency, and they've talked about like there's everything has a frequency, and they've talked about ultimate power. And I've seen this from also like many old plants and whatnot, or old books have talked about someone who's able to harness the frequency and can learn the frequency of anything can literally control the universe. They can have the power to create and destroy any object, which is pretty cool. And one example of that is, it was Nikola Tesla. He created the pocket something machine, but he could attach it to the side of a building, and within a few minutes, the frequency it was putting on the side of a steel building would make it sway so much that they had to like take all the workers off, and he could have toppled the building within a matter of minutes. That's pretty insane. So the last one of my books here, we made it to an hour. Like, we're gonna do a quick round of applause for that. We freaking made it. Heck yeah. I guess Bridge Life isn't going, so you guys got nowhere to be. So we'll go for another minute. This one, collected works of Khalil Gibran. Also hadn't heard of this one, but have heard good word about it. So I'm excited to see where this takes me. It's kind of like an interesting, little amulet. It's like it's all gold and the pages are all crisp and gold edged. Pretty cool. So, but yeah, with that note, we made it to the hour. I will watch the replay, but Burks, awesome. Please do. There was some good stuff discussed. Glad I was able to make it through the hour. That's super cool. We powered through. Thank you guys all for being here, per usual. I'm going to eat some dinner and go to sleep. I'm so exhausted. I'm really struggling. So thank you guys again. I love you all. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed another installment of my lives here on Life with Levi. And once again, I greatly do appreciate all of you for being here. I'm glad I was able to power it through even feeling like crap. So once again, utmost gratitude. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you. I said Friday's video, but I think I'm going to start consistently posting Sundays now. So just keep an eye out. Friday or Sunday, one of the two. All right. Once again, appreciate you guys. Have a great night. Take it easy. And peace. I still end out all my lives like this because it's fun, but blah, blah, blah.